What's good, everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are back on the road to number 1 in the world, and I'm currently sitting at 1,298, which is about a few points off my best ever. Now we are at 133 in the world, which is over 100 points above where we started the previous episode, so that was really successful, even though we took a loss. That's how good the episode was. But anyway, guys, let's see if we can get to 1,300. I think we can. We just need to not lose our first game here. So let's see if that's actually going to happen. Give the video a like if you're enjoying the series, and let's get it. So I am predicting today that we could end at like 1,320. That would be nice. First opponent is quite low rated, and remember, we're allowed to move on one round in each of these duels, so hopefully we can utilize that well. We have green. Okay, we have these bins here. I know these ones. These are like southern bins, so I reckon it's probably Johor. Could also be one of the more northern cities. I don't know if these are in Kuala Lumpur though. I actually don't know because I've just been looking at bins a little bit here. Now, Kuala Lumpur could make sense still. Johor, Malacca also has these bins, but I think Johor and KL just have so many locations in this map that we really have to go there. I should also learn the city council logo. It's an S, and it was Johor there, and he goes Cambodia. So a really good start to the duel. That's half of his health gone. Let's see if we can do that again on the second round here and make it a swift one. Well, this one doesn't look quite so difficult. It's probably just somewhere in Iceland. And whereabouts to go here? Relatively flat. Could have thought of the south, but I guess north also makes sense. Do we feel like we have ocean out there? Maybe. I mean, it is quite flat, so maybe I should go up here. Where could this make sense? I mean, like, this kind of region could make sense here. Otherwise, probably this region makes even more sense, although you do normally have mountains north. I don't know, here or here? I'm gonna go for something interesting. Let's go north here. And it was just the middle of the country, which makes sense. He had a good guess there, so well done to Urosh. So yeah, let's head into the next round here. Urosh, I think so. Next round is looking like Lux, I think? Luxembourg, yeah. These bollards plus the yellow plate should equal to Luxembourg. Now, could I be wrong? Maybe? I mean, it would have to be like the deepest south Netherlands with the weirdest bollards, but it's not, of course. And so we haven't found that hard round that we wanted yet. We want something hard on round 4, and it looks relatively difficult, although we have flags, so it's probably not. What are those? Polish flag, Polish Generation 2, really? Could be, certainly kind of looks like Poland, yeah. Enough Polish flags, I think, although we have French. Restaurant, Could actually just be a Polish flag flying. What else does it say here? We have more French, yeah. Surely that's not just a coincidence. Yeah, we have a yellow plate as well. So, I don't know about Paris, although it could be Paris. I think I have to go Paris here, overall. Like, it can be other cities, but Paris has a lot of locations in world map. And over here, okay, it feels a bit like Paris, but couldn't be sure. It's definitely France, though, so we're happy about that. Well, I like in Paris a little bit less now, but I've never been there, so I'm not quite sure. Generation 1, that feels good for Paris, though. Okay, it was Nantes instead. He goes in Lyon, which makes sense. So Paris, you could argue that's kind of a worse guess, but we end up getting closer anyway. And the next one here is the healing round, so I think we're on full health, are we not? Just about. This should be just somewhere in this kind of region of the world. Awas, I think, means stop, maybe, or no crossing, or attention, probably. It means like warning or something like that, I think, in Malaysian or Indonesian, probably Malaysian here, I would say. Do we have the place name here? Okay, we're in Sabah, yeah. So if he's observant, he'll definitely get close here. Does he? He does not at all. Not even close. He goes near Singapore there. He gets 400 points, so it's not too bad for him. But of course, we go to full health here. And the next round here is 1.5 times damage in Germany, I would say, based on the coverage here. Will it be Germany? Yeah. No, CH. Okay, so in Switzerland. Kind of felt more like the French side to me. I'll try it. Not really sure, but yeah, I mean, let's see if we see some language. Okay, Jessica. That's not really a name I would associate with French or German, to be honest, but I don't really know, to be fair. I can't go down this direction of the road anyway, so he probably had to travel in this direction, where he'd see some German. So we're in the wrong side of the country here. He'll definitely gain some points back on us. Was just Zurich there, and it's going to be nice for him. Okay, so there we go. That's almost 600 points damage. We move to double damage here, which is probably Taiwan or Japan. Maybe it's Locam, actually. Yeah, it is Japan here. Now, do we see any unique polls or anything like this? Definitely feels a bit northern, doesn't it? 22 to Showa. I mean, yeah, northern Gaiwai here. Do we see any, like, arrows or anything? Like, it is a bit concerning. I think we should just look for the 22 quickly, if we can. Well, do we see it? 39? I actually don't know. I think we need, like, the other shield. We need the 401. 40? So, yeah, I would say so. I would say Showa. I kind of want to see it, but I don't think it's big enough for us to find. So I will just trust the northern Gaiwai and go there. I mean, the landscape's flat enough. that I think that I can be confident. Do we have longer plates here? Oh, horizontal plate. That's a bit concerning. It could just be like a Aomori area instead. I don't really know plates that well, as I've said before, but yeah, I think something about that feels wrong. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, this kind of region here, I think, is often combining like a horizontal plate with a vertical plate. So yeah, I mean, if I moved around, I would have gotten a much better score, but same time, like, it's okay. He didn't get that close. Okay, what does that say? Okay, well, this is my city. No, it's Melbourne, I think. Ooh, kind of interesting. I mean, we can certainly move for a better score, but that's a Melbourne poll. Okay, great. Just get in there. Melbourne polls, I mean, let's move around here so I can actually show you guys. Can we actually go over there? Not really. Okay, well, I can't really show you guys, but actually, these streetlights I already kind of recognized as Melbourne anyway, and it's very flat and green, and we have a toll road, blue signs for toll roads, not found in Adelaide, for example. And he goes in Albury, kind of hedges between Sydney and Melbourne there. It's going to be good damage, but not enough to knock him out, so our Ukrainian or Russian friend is holding on. Triple damage now, so it's a bit risky. We can move whenever we want, so we probably should. We could probably get up close to those bollards, although they are just thin. I actually want to kind of move here, guys. Well, it's red buildings, though, so is it really worth it? I think it's just somewhere in Finland here. Because the red buildings, like, it really can't be, really can't be Baltic for my money. I'll just go between Turku and Helsinki here, I think. Let's see it. Okay, it was just there. Yeah, understandable. They look like Latvian bollards. Very much understand that guess because, well, it's what I first thought, and we gained 3 points. So we're back above 1,300. This is excellent stuff. Let's just head into another one here. Hopefully not the same opponent because we don't really gain much from playing him. Like, 3 points is fine and all, but it's a bit of stress for nothing. We're against Lubo here, who is about the same rating as the last guy, I guess. So yeah, not really too many points on offer here, of course, but let's see what we can make of it. This is UK. We may as well, he'll know it, so let's just take a look here and see if we see any buildings. Buildings I can see kind of feel more British, as in more English, but yeah, not too sure here, so I'll probably just go, further north? Go there, we'll see it. And it was actually further south, about where I plunked it initially, near Oxford there, so yeah, just a fairly standard first round there. We take a bit of damage off him, and we move forward to the next round, which is looking like somewhere in maybe Finland, Sweden, something like that. We have like solid outside road lines here, so it should just be Finland. I'll go there. Yeah, could be elsewhere. Let's take a look at. He'll find that, and yeah, it will just be Finland. We've had a bunch of rounds in the last few episodes, just right here, interestingly, right near Viborg. But the next round here is more interesting. I like to look at this one. Kind of feels difficult, and the more difficult, the better for my money. This is what? Okay, maybe it's too difficult. No, Sri Lanka, wow. Did not realize that until the car became evident to me. I think no car, no compass, I really struggle in a round like that. Actually, quite honestly, that could have been like me going the wrong continent. But there we go. I didn't really see the houses. Maybe the houses could help, but at the best of times, Sri Lanka is difficult. So yeah, okay, next one here, without the car meter, that is. Next one here, and we are in South Africa, actually, I think. Yeah, South African polls. I want to say this is Mpumalanga, actually, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I don't think it's Eswatini. It could be. I'll go Mbombela, which should be good here. I wonder what he'll see when he walks down the road here. Like, I didn't even check plates, but I think it fits. What is this flag? Oh, Eswatini flag. Yeah, okay. So just like very, very mountainous Eswatini here. We're not far from Eswatini, of course. It's just Mbabane there. Mbabane house. Yeah, it's going to be good damage. 405, so... Going into the healing round, we obviously just guessed pretty quickly here because we're at an advantage. It should just be Netherlands. So we are absolutely chilling here. We are going to go back to full health, and likewise will our opponent. And that means that we have a duel on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen, inside the multis. So there we go, it's near Swallow, and we will be going up to full health. Okay, next around here, let's see what's going down on it. And it took a while to load, but here we are. I think it's going to be like Eswatini, maybe, yeah. Dry Eswatini here, maybe Max North vibes or something like that. Yeah, Max North can fit for this kind of landscape, I think, although I could be wrong. Otherwise, it's probably just like around this region here. It's also quite flat around Kolo. So we'll see. Yeah, definitely an interesting round here. Like these houses have to be Lesotho though, with these kind of big grey bricks, and they're very small. And sometimes you find some yurts as well. And he doesn't guess, or he 5Ks. No, he doesn't guess there, so that's going to be enough to knock him out. Yeah, unfortunate. Might have disconnected, or I don't really know what happened, but we only get 2 points for that now. Wow, the 1,300 life is tough. I really think at 1,300 plus, they should only let you match with people who are above 1,000 rating. Like this guy. Nope, he's not. This is unfortunate. We're going to gain another 2 points, presumably, unless we screw up badly. This looks like Poland. I could almost insta-send it, I reckon. But yeah, I'll go Poland here. Again, we haven't had to move in a while, which is definitely pleasing. I mean, it does feels like we're maintaining the integrity of the feeling of the series because, yeah, mostly moving has not been required. But where will he go? I mean, it's not that easy of a round, and it was Ukraine, okay. And he goes in Ireland, so what could have been bad for us ends up pretty good. I was pretty convinced it was Poland, which is a very Polish-looking Ukraine. I didn't even look that hard. I just sent, but well, it worked out for us, I guess. Next one here should be somewhere in Korea, and I would go Seoul. I would go Seoul unless I can work out something here. Walker Hill, like why would they have English if it's not the capital? You know, that's my logic here, and it is very nice. Probably flawed logic heavily, but it worked out this time, so you can't hate me too much. Oh, we get him to 4,010 points here. Moving into round 3. Now, would like something difficult here. Looks like it's probably just Colombia or something. No, right-hand drive. Probably just Luxembourg here, yellow play. I think we already had Luxembourg against this guy, and he got it correct, right? Oh no, that was against the Russian guy. So we'll see if he gets this correct. I mean, Bollard would probably paint a pretty clear picture here, and it does. Well done to him, and so he's probably going to survive to the healing round here unless things really change on the next round. But he's below 4,000 health, which is good. I'm always talking about those those mental barriers where we're really psychologically winning this duel. Well, this car is, I thought, Uganda. Yeah, it's Uganda car. Okay, I don't really know where, but I thought maybe north here, so I'll go there. Interesting round, though. He probably doesn't know this, but he'll probably go Kenya, in all honesty. Unless I'm tripping, it could be elsewhere, but I'm pretty sure this is Uganda. And it is Uganda, and that is going to be enough to knock him out, because we're definitely 4,000 points in the lead there. So I think we have to just wait a second for this guy to go out of the queue. We'll say GG to him, but yeah, obviously, like, 2 points is not enough per duel at this stage. Okay, next one here is against Therese with pink hair, and it's another 800 rated player, so not exactly who we were hoping to face here, but I mean, we can farm a bit of XP, a bit of rating, surely. This feels like Greece. Yellow field and sign, surely. Yeah, blue field and sign is very Greek as well, and I would like something in Athens here. It really makes the most sense here. I think it feels like quite a big built-up city, and feels like we're just kind of in the suburbs here, so I think Greece is good, but we could be wrong here. We've got a Greece flag, I mean, that has to be correct, but the question is where? It ends up being in Volos there, so had the wrong vibes, but we're 95 points behind on a round like that. Thessaloniki is not a bad guess from Therese. Next one here feels like Spain to me, though again, not guaranteed to be the case. Do we see any plates here with any useful information? Yeah, it feels like Spain or Portugal, right? I can't actually work out which one is more likely, because we don't see any yellow on the plates. I'm probably going to opt for Spain. It would be the type of round where I'd be interested in moving if I didn't know the peninsula already. So I'll just go here. Hedge it for Portugal and Spain. Taking a look at this sign, it almost felt like more like a Portuguese sign. I didn't see any yellow plates yet, though, so yeah. And was just... oh, wow. That was Canaries. I just had no idea. So we go down heavily here to Therese. I hate playing 800 rated players, but you have to give it to her. She made a good guess there. So next round here. Okay. Looking like we're going to be somewhere in Latin America. And this looks like Ecuador to me, so I'm pretty sure I'm happy to go there. Yeah, I'll just go for Ecuador here. Like Manta, Guayaquil, something like that. Reason being that we have this una via sign, one-way sign, which is very common there, and I would assume we're just going to be there for that reason. It's a relatively difficult round as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if she misses this, but how bad does she miss it is the question. Probably goes Mex. Yeah, she goes Mex there. It is Guayaquil, so we do back what she did to us, which is very timely. We needed a hard round there, and we got one, so that's very pleasing. And the next one here is Australia, so maybe we can actually get her out before round 5, which would be surprising considering how the duel went so far. But okay, feels like southern New South Wales, northern Victoria, something like that. Yeah, probably lean Victoria here, or the hills are a bit strange, but yeah, I could say it's like Castlemaine Hills here. Castlemaine Hills, Heathcote Hills maybe. I don't know, we'll see. It's probably just here, or like around Wagga Wagga, somewhere there. Regardless, I dare say we'll be closer. She may out-hedge us, but she doesn't. She goes in South Africa. So a really good Canaries guess. I would not be surprised if Therese had been there before, and that's why she realized it. But yeah, we get 2 points for a really interesting and short duel there. Okay, headed back in. We're against Meme here, and this fella is also 900 rated, so we've been not really too lucky with our opponents so far today. Would prefer to go for higher rated ones, but this feels like Qatar to me over... Ooh, wait, hold up. I think Qatar had this antenna. I think so. Anyway, I'm going to go for Qatar. Wait, do we actually see any unique buildings? Yeah, that feels Qatar. I think it's Doha. I'm not sure. This can be a learning lesson, okay, guys? So let's learn together here. We have a white car. We have this antenna with a little knob at the end with no other antenna on the car. Yeah, I think it feels more like that. Anyway, black back of the sign. Yeah, we're good. Right, it is so hard there. Good guess from our opponent as well. Meme Tick Drifter, interesting one. Man, I would have loved a 1,100 rated plus opponent, but this is okay. Because if we're in trouble, we can just move around and go for some extra information. Volkswagen Macedonia, I would trust that. I think that should just be in Macedonia, right? Middle of the country feels good here as well, so I don't mind that at all. Minaret as well, so yeah, we're definitely there. And what else do we see here? It's just Skopje, of course. Kind of didn't give me capital city vibes, but yeah, it's normally Skopje on world map, to be fair. And the next round here we move forward to is round 3, of course, and we're looking at something a bit more difficult, potentially. We're in, is this like La Paz or something like that? We could move here. It's probably a moving type round, isn't it? Yeah, we move. Okay, let's check out. Let's see if my hunch was correct here. Okay, interesting. We can't actually go onto the road here. We have Colombian plates, though. So La Paz wouldn't have been terrible, but I would say this is probably Bogota. It actually places it here, doesn't it? What does that say? VDX. Surely we can see on one of these taxis where we are. That's strange. It should be written there, but we can't really make it out, unfortunately. Something's done with a G, maybe. Okay, it was just Bogota there. We both get it. Not really a surprise. That's the type of round where that's the type of reason we added moving to the rounds, because those rounds where you have tracker, you can't really see what the flag is properly and everything. They're difficult. Okay, this is no antenna with a reddish plate, which is very strange indeed. But do we have rifts? We have like slight rift, but it's no antenna, so North Macedonia has to make the most sense, surely. I would say, like, I thought about Ukraine as well, I can't lie. But North Macedonia with a reddish plate, I think, makes the most sense. Is it a bit of blue there? I don't know. I think it makes the most sense. No antenna. Should get there, and there. And like Ukraine, Slovakia, Italy, Spain, they all have no antenna sometimes, but it is just North Macedonia. And we're going to do a bit of damage, so that's good. Going into the healing round, he is going to look to heal 1,500 health. He can't quite do that. But of course, healing round classic, it's just got to be the Singapore, doesn't it? Yeah, it's fantastic. Note my irony and note my sarcasm, because yeah, Singapore is like the easiest place to guess in the whole country, in the whole world, and not to mention you get free points basically. So he's going to go all the way up to basically full health here. Of course he does. And oh man, he's a filthy road Noah in Singapore. That's hilarious. But okay, he's back up to full health essentially here. And we do not have our moving round left, which is a bit concerning. We hadn't had to use it yet in the video basically, but yeah, okay. Yeah, Spain, I suck at region guessing. Yep, so I'm not going to tell you where exactly this is. I'm just going to go for Madrid and hope for the best. Like, I can region guess some areas, but when it looks like this, I tend to just click Madrid, and it tends to be probably better than if I had have tried to go for a more serious guess. It is actually northern, but he goes in Israel, which is a super interesting guess. It's not going to be enough to knock him out. Were it not for the healing round, it would have been, but that's okay. Double damage here. We just got to have to focus up a little bit here. We can still lose. We can still lose on a round like this, that's for sure. It's Malaysia, I think. White sticker on the pole. Would go Borneo here, I think. Sabah or Sarawak is very difficult to say. Sabah seeming more likely here. I just go for it here. Do I? I have now. I definitely think it's Malaysia. I do think it's going to be somewhere on the Borneo. We don't see any peninsula stickers, which is great. We have a Sabah pole. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh yeah, we're very good. He goes, yeah, in Bunten. What's it called? Batam Islands here, nearby. We're good enough there. And so we gain another 3 points. Okay, heading into another one here. This time we're against Roman, who is a 1,100 rated plus player, which is very much what we wanted to see. It's going to be somewhere in Portugal now. Can we work out where these places are? Couldn't say I'm a Portugal knower, but I don't really think that this is going to be anywhere in Funchal or something like that. Can we see anything here? Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels touristy. What about it, though? Could be still. Could be still. Okay, let's try and, let's zoom in here. So I'll leave my marker, like, up here, I think, and then we'll go looking for these other places, right? So, Guia and, Torre. Guia and Torre. Guia, Torre. Don't see him. Don't see him. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Don't see him there. Quick search over here as well. Guia, Torre. Guia, Torre. Don't see him. Don't see him. Think we're okay. Think we are okay here. Should have just looked more at the landscape, but I think we're fine, and we are. It's just Lisbon. Wow, it was very green, and I couldn't really see down the road much. We could have chosen to move there, but before Maltese, it's really not worth it, especially if you know the country. So that is what I opted for there. Round 2 here, we got Leaf on the camera, interesting poll. This is Ukraine for sure. Like lots of fruit trees. Airing western here, but not really sure which side of the country is actually correct. Let's take a look down the road here and see. Well, I guess it could still be Russia. It's not out of the question, but I thought really Ukrainian vibes were what I got here. Yeah, a bit of like reddish soil here is interesting. Wonder where. Could it be Kryvyi Rih red soil? No way. It's not that far from Kryvyi Rih. Yeah, bit of Kryvyi Rih red soil there. About 1,000 points damage is not really too bad at all, especially because it looks like this guy is from that part of the world, but based on his last name. So we can be happy with that. Next one here. Baltic maybe? Ooh, really interesting blur here. Yeah, black houses. Would just go Denmark based on black houses, man. I mean, my first thought was Estonia, and it can still be Estonia with black houses, but I would trust that. Could even be Netherlands. Netherlands could be it here, but I didn't really feel like wasting moving on a really hard round like this, like because like he has as little information as I do. And it is Netherlands, and he doesn't guess exactly right. So, yeah, we don't knock him out, but yeah. I mean, Netherlands, definitely, you do get a lot of black houses as well, so that makes sense. But next one here is going to be somewhere in Europe, I would say, and it looks like Spain. And can we pick the right city here? Let's hope we can. We could just opt for a move here, but I think it's better not to. He goes for the guess. Okay. Can we work it out? Do we see any, like, Catalan flag or anything? Ooh, no, we don't. Okay, let's actually guess here. Almost gives me more Barca. Here, but I'm going to try Madrid. And it was in Porto. Wow. How did I not get that? I do not know, but he's closer, so that's fine. And we move forward to the healing round where we only needed heal 300 health. That's a blunder half, man. How did I miss that? Do not know. Well, got over cocky. Got over a bit overzealous and whatnot. We're just clicking Kyrgyzstan here for our points. And we'll see where our opponent goes, which should be Bishkek. I would say it's Bishkek, right? Feels like we got like a bit of a traffic jam here. Where else would you see a traffic jam like that in Kyrgyzstan other than Bishkek is my logic, but I could be wrong. And it is indeed Bishkek. Indeed, he's going to go up nicely. Of course, the last 2 healing rounds have been ridiculously easy ones, which is a little bit tilting, but you know, that's the way it goes. Next one here is 1.5 times damage, and we're looking at something... yeah, not that fun, in my opinion. Now, last time we had a round exactly like this, where was it, guys? We had like one like this on the duels recently. Now, was it north of Nairobi? South of Nairobi? My instinct is to go around here, so I think I will around Embu, but it was like south, I think. I'm going to hedge it a bit further south towards Nairobi. Yeah, and it was south. Excellent. I mean, yeah, not too bad. We're only going to lose a little bit there, but quite a bit less than had we kept a bit more north guess. I remembered that. It's another repeat, or like another similar road at least. Double damage here, and what are we looking at? We are looking at SG Bus in Singapore, of course, so just ramping up the Maltese here. We still have our moving, do we not? So that should be okay, but yeah, it's just Singapore there. He's still healthy on points, so, and I am like a little bit fatigued today, so hopefully we can pull the win here. 2.5 times damage. We could move here. This is a moving type of round, although I like landscape guessing on these. No antenna, so Serbia. Almost without a doubt, yeah. Flat northern Serbia here. Belgrade, just a bit further north of Belgrade, I think. Let's check out what the rest of the round has in store for our opponent here as he heads down the road here. Feeling good still? Yep, still feeling good. Kind of a squarish pole there is interesting, but it's just Belgrade. And that is almost enough, without a doubt. And it isn't. So there we go. He survives in Sofia there. But Sofia would always have an antenna of some kind in Generation 3. And this is triple damage on Poland. And so we just have to get lucky here to knock him out. What vibe is it here? Kind of a bit further east, a bit further north, maybe? Gonna go, like, east of Warsaw here. Bit risky, but I feel like this is the right side of the country. I really do. So we'll see if I'm right about that. Probably not. Knowing Poland, it's a difficult country to guess, but we'll see. Yeah, still feel good. Yeah, it wasn't. It's just the middle, of course. So good damage for our opponent here. Still got to feel out which round we're going to move on, because obviously getting close is essential. But yeah, okay, this is Romania. Again, not a country I'm particularly fond of guessing in. Feeling southern here. Feeling like Bucharest area here. Let's go for it. Put the pressure on. if it's the wrong side of the country, we could, it's within the realm of possibility that it takes us to low health, which would be very annoying, but it's somewhere along this side of the country here, and surely Bucharest is fine. Wow, it's not. Clicking middle is like such, it doesn't make sense, but it works out nicely for him, so I knew this would happen. It's always stupid urban Europe. But okay, on Japan, we can move around and find plates. I'm pretty confident we can do that. Oh, we have plates right here, they're round, okay. This kind of area here then. Oh, it's also a metal plate, so we go near Kanagawa here, yeah? Okay, just go here, this should be good enough. If he just guesses Tokyo and it's closer than me, I'm gonna be mad, but surely this rounded plate with the silver one should be like right here, because the silver plates are Tokyo and the rounded plates are like around here, so surely just Yamanashi, like Kanagawa area. Surely, please, 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 don't let me down here, please. Okay, it is, good. That should be it there. So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. This was a good one. Let's see where we ended up in the world here. We gained 13 points. He was pretty high rated, and we moved up all the way to 99, so we're in the top 100 once again, and easily this is PB territory here, 1,323. So then, that was a good little video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah guys, I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.